I'm Mike Uyak. I love to try new things, and I've had culinary adventures all around the world, as well as right at home. I've had really wonderful food, as well as some really horrible food. I'd like to share some of my adventures with you, and we'll see if I have what it takes to fix whatever goes wrong. This is Recipe Redemption. Greetings, Redeemers! Welcome to another episode of Recipe Redemption. I'm kind of filming freehand today because, well, the lighting in my house is not great for videotaping, and you need to see this. I want you to look at the color of that. This is fermented bean curd. It's Stinky Tofu. Let's talk about that. Now, Stinky Tofu is a fermented bean curd product that is consumed and one sort of assumes enjoyed all over China. And it's got a bit of a reputation because the way it's made is you make a brine, it's a salty brine, into which you put sometimes dairy, but almost always vegetables, and occasionally meat. And it's allowed to, and the Wikipedia entry says allowed to ferment, but really what it means is it's allowed to rot. And sometimes there are things like amaranth leaves, mustard greens, dried shrimp, those sorts of things. They're all added to the brine, and it's allowed to basically age for up to a month. Then you add some tofu, and the commercially, like this stuff, the commercially prepared stuff, sometimes it's only in that brine for a couple of days or up to a week. And I think the stuff that's meant for, street food vendors and things like that, it can, the stuff that's homemade, it can stay in the brine for longer. So tofu that's been soaking in juice of rotting vegetables and or meat and or dairy. Yum! It is something of a delicacy. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm gonna try it. Okay. Oh! Delicacy. Oh God. That is somewhere between the bottom of a garbage can and hot vomit. Okay, this may be the most challenging Recipe Redemption / Market of Mystery item ever. Okay, I gotta plug in my nose right now. This is enjoyed cold or most frequently fried. I'm gonna try a little piece because, it's kind of, the tofu's kind of leathery. Oh God. Nope, not that piece. Not that piece. Okay. Okay. Oh. The things that I do for you. Oh, put the lid back on. It's very salty. It's in the brine. There's that funky sort of ammoniac flavor to it that like a really old century egg has to it. But you it's hard to get past the sort of flavor and aroma of a garbage can on a hot day. Definitely an acquired taste. Wow, that is funky. That is challenging. If I remember correctly, this is one of the few things that Andrew Zimmern could not eat. This and durian, which, you know, comparatively speaking, and I know it's a texture thing for him, but comparatively speaking, durian is like ambrosia compared to this. That is kind of foul. Now, for due diligence, because the most popular preparation for stinky tofu is frying it, I'm going to fry a piece and try it out. Excuse me. And I'm back, having deep fried my stinky tofu. And let me tell you, in the process of frying this up, it leaves the kitchen smelling, really there's no other word than fetid. So, simple process, just flour. I didn't need to add any salt because it's been in a brine, so it's very salty to begin with. Obviously, with a nice crispy crust, it's much firmer. Just simple flour, egg, back into the flour, into hot oil. Took me about 8 minutes, all told. It's telling that my mouth is actually watering, but it's not in expectation of something good. It's more in preparation for something that I'm afraid to eat. But the show must go on. We're doing this. So, deep fried stinky tofu. Oh. Warm and gushy. That is really salty. It's better. It is actually better. There's still that garbage can kind of flavor comes through at the end as a finishing note. Bonus. But it's not gag-inducing at the very beginning, if that's a selling point. I personally can really only see this as being a condiment, as something on the side, where you eat little bits of it to kind of, I don't know, give you a little bit of funkiness. Or I've seen where it is actually an ingredient in some soups. I'm told it is also often enjoyed with chili sauces. So I have some here. That's a lot. So now it's going to be really spicy and really salty. Here we go. Oh, it's really hot. Cooking has only made it softer, so it just sort of gushes into your mouth. The crunch of the crust gives you something to think about, because otherwise Otherwise, it's like popping a pimple in your mouth. That's kind of the mental image that I have, which, as you can imagine, is not helping right now. Oh, why am I still eating this? Oh, God. Challenging stuff. Really challenging. But culturally, it's important. A lot of people eat this stuff on a regular basis. There are whole restaurants and street vendor hawker stalls that specialize in nothing but stinky tofu and stinky tofu dishes. Soups, deep fried like I had it, with noodles. There's one that I saw that it was stinky tofu cooked with duck's blood and something else I can't remember. Like scallions and garlic, fried garlic. And they're apparently are very popular. It's going to be a hard sell for someone with my upbringing. It's just too weird. And that's saying something. For the things that I've put in my mouth, for something to be that challenging for me, it's saying something. I will not be going back for more. I will be dumping this down the drain because I can't imagine Chris is going to want any. I don't think she'd even get close to the jar. That was an experience that I'd like to forget. Wow. So stinky tofu. Been there, done that. I have to say, for my American viewers, having been raised on cheeseburgers and French fries, this one might be a little too challenging, I'm afraid to say. But for those of you with some adventurous palates, by all means, please give it a try. Just take this as a bit of a warning. You need to prepare yourself. Because this is challenging. Oof. So, I'd like to thank you for watching. My mouth is still watering from this. I think it's trying to rinse away every last little bit. I'd like to thank you for watching. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, and if you have any ideas for things that I should try, regional specialties, delicacies from long ago from your childhood that you remember from your childhood and just can't find anymore, please let me know in the comments. And also please subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell down there. That'll let you know every time I post a new video. So until next time, I need a strong drink. I'm Mike Uyak, and thanks for watching Recipe Redemption. Bye now.